Welcome to the Strategic Cybersecurity channel brought to you by NKFP. If you are new to this channel, thanks for turning in. We are glad to have you. In today's episode, we are going to dive into the communication and trust aspect of the work of a CISO. A CISO is an executive that is responsible for cybersecurity strategy of an organization. As an executive, you must understand the business, and also you must also understand the role of the security team is working with. So he's going to act as a marriage counselor between the executive, the business side of the organization, and the security technical team. But as a marriage counselor, if you lack communications, if you give so much details in terms when you translate technical cybersecurity questions to the management, if you are too technical, you are going to lose trust of the stakeholder. If you don't speak in terms of business, you are going to lose the trust of the stakeholder. And we have seen on many organizations two types of communication extremes. The first one, we have CISO who are hiding problems until they become crisis, right? Or they are going to overwhelm the stakeholders with technical details. What is going to end with is what is going to end result will be you are going to be marginalized. You're with limited influence, because what is going to portray is that you don't understand the business, you are too technical, so you cannot be invited in the boardroom. How are you going to, if you're in this situation, how can you turn on the table? You should change your communication approach. You should include 3 pillars in your communication. You should be proactive in terms of risk communication, in terms of executive appropriate messaging, and the stakeholder specific communication. What do I mean in terms of proactiveness in terms of risk? If you take your risk posture, the risk posture of the organization should have regular updates. The trends, the implication, the analysis, the mitigation process reporting, and the future risk anticipation. This has to be communicated to the stakeholders. And which type of messaging? So you should have non-technical language, actionable recommendation based on ROE, and it should be business impact focus. And within the organization, you should have allies, legal, CFO. CEO should be your ally. Legal and CFO should be your ally as a CISO. So for the board, you should have a strategic risk and governance communication. For the CFO, you are going to have cost-benefit analysis for an ROE. You are going to discuss that with the CFO. With the CEO, you are going to discuss about the business impact and resource needs. So if you address communication using these 3 pyramid pillars, you are going to increase the trust of the stakeholder. You are going to be a good marriage counselor in the organization because you understand the business, you understand the security team, you can translate into actionable business requirement, technical cybersecurity risk, and you can translate the business goal of the organization to the security teams. That is very important to understand, that trust is built through communication, because each time we have an issue between individuals, it's mostly because there's miscommunication. So if you build trust If you're a good marriage counselor, through consistent, transparent communication, you will be the CISO who is proactive, who informs, and not the ones who come with surprise at the board meetings. So trust is built through consistent, transparent communication. You have to be a CISO who informs and not bring surprises in the boardroom. Thank you.